Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a deadly case is heading to a grand jury after a man was charged with shooting his brother-in-law. Plus, Pulaski County firefighters came to the rescue and made a daring rescue to save 3 people.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. We're at 5:30 this Wednesday morning and today is January 15th. Let's check in with meteorologist Megan Dusmall for a look at your forecast this morning. Now, Megan, I said it earlier, but it's a little slick out there. Personal experience.
Yeah, it is a little bit slick out there. It's definitely a little cold out there. I would suggest gloves, wouldn't you, Madison? Yeah, definitely need those gloves, maybe even a scarf, but a coat is a definite necessity to bundle up this morning. Let's take a look at those temperatures because we are looking quite chilly across eastern Kentucky, looking in the low to mid-teens in most places and the single digits as you're heading more towards the north. 9 degrees in Moorhead and Ashland, 8 as you're heading towards Irvin, and those feels like temperatures are even colder, especially as you're traveling more towards Pikeville, where we have faster wind speeds this morning. Now, for those forecast high temperatures, we're looking in the upper 20s and low 30s for today, with the exception of Jacksboro in the upper 30s. Could see some melting because we do have some nice and sunny skies all day long, but those temperatures will not be aiding in any melting if we see any, because again, we're staying quite cold today. Now, as we're heading into the next couple hours though, you'll expect those temperatures to warm up, hitting the high around 3 o'clock with no chance for rain or snow all day long. Madison.
All right, Megan, thank you. Kentucky State Police responded to a call in the Feds Creek community Saturday after a shooting left 1 man dead and now 2 behind bars. Investigators say 42-year-old Christopher Lester of Steele was shot and killed on Laurel Fork Saturday, but the suspects got away. The 2 men accused of his murder, Michael Brown and Anthony Browning, were arrested in the following days, each charged with murder and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Brown was found in Buchanan County, Virginia, while Browning was arrested in Mingo County, West Virginia.
All the surrounding agencies are really great to come together and you know, lend a hand, go out and look for someone and try to help us out. We do the same for them. You know, we do live, you know, right on state lines. We're out on the border, so people will go across state lines or county lines or whatever. And so it's always good to have those agencies that you know are there to help whenever you need them.
The men are being held for extradition to Pike County, and Lester's body was sent to Frankfort for an autopsy. Williamsburg police chief says a fight over dogs might be the cause to a man's death. Police say they were called to Mount Morgan Apartments on Brush Arbor Road. They found a man lying near a dumpster where he was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say an autopsy will be performed today, but it does not appear a weapon was used. Someone was taken into custody. Police have not released any names, but say the incident is being investigated as a homicide. We will keep you updated as we learn more. The case involving a man charged with shooting and killing his brother-in-law will now head to a grand jury. John Lang appeared in court for a preliminary hearing on Monday. Deputies say he reportedly shot and killed Richard Willoughby during an argument. The shooting happened inside Lang's home in Woodbine. Deputies say they found a handgun, shell casings, and other evidence in the kitchen. Lang remains in jail on a $1 million cash bond. In Laurel County, police are investigating a shooting which left 1 man injured. Deputies with the sheriff's office were called to Hoop Pole Creek Road Monday night. When investigators arrived at the scene, they learned there were 2 people reportedly assaulted by a man. The people reported that the man reached for a gun and another man reportedly shot him in self-defense. The man who was shot was flown to UK Hospital for a serious upper torso injury. The case will be presented to a grand jury. In Harlan County, a man is behind bars on a rape charge. Police served a felony warrant to a home on Ivy Hill Road last week. According to a complaint warrant, it says Gillis Gilbert committed rape by engaging in sexual intercourse with an underage girl. He was taken to the Harlan County Detention Center. He is being held there on a $100,000 bond. Severe weather events can create unexpected challenges for survivors of domestic violence, straining mental health and limiting access to help. When bad weather strikes, survivors may face additional physical and emotional barriers. While the isolation can make it harder to seek support, domestic violence is not limited to physical abuse. Financial and emotional control are common tactics. If you are dealing with this issue, the national hotline is 800-799-7233. In Wayne County, West Virginia, the former mayor and town recorder of Fort Gay appeared in court yesterday for preliminary hearings. Former Mayor Joetta Hatfield waived her hearing. As former recorder Sheila Bowen, she did not have representation in court, so her hearing will be rescheduled. The two are both charged with multiple felonies, including fraudulent schemes, embezzlement, falsifying accounts, money laundering, and conspiracy. A three-story building partially collapsed after a major fire yesterday afternoon in downtown Middlesboro. As you can see in this drone video, flames were shooting out of the top of the building located at the corner of 20th Street and Cumberland Avenue. WRIL radio reports this is a storage building for Cardwell furniture. It's not known what started the fire. No injuries have been reported. Officials say it took a group effort to help calm the flames down.
And we reach out through our mutual aid system, and fortunate enough it really worked for us today. And I think we wound up with around 60 firefighters in total here.
State Representative Adam Bowling called it a sad day, saying the building was around 130 years old, was once home to one of the first JCPenney's in the state. Firefighters in Pulaski County performed a dramatic rescue. A mother and her child were saved from the roof of their home yesterday. Another child was rescued from inside while the fire burned. Somerset Fire Chief Benji Howard says in operations like this one, risk of firefighter injury is always high.
Especially when it's a child, because a lot of times they will take a lot of chances that they normally wouldn't take.
The child rescued from inside the home was taken to a hospital in Lexington. We don't know their current condition. A city council member in Harlan County lost his home to a fire yesterday. Jennifer McDaniels with the Tri-Cities News reports firefighters from several towns battled the blaze at the home of Benham City Council member George Massey and his wife Andrea. It is not known what started the fire. The Masseys, a well-known couple in the area, were not home at the time and nobody was injured. The state announced a new initiative. It is called the Safe Teen Driving Challenge. Starting this week through January 24th, Kentucky drivers ages 16 to 19 can go to kyhighwaysafety.com to register for the challenge. Starting on January 25th, on that same site, you can download an app that will monitor braking, speeding, acceleration, cornering, and distracted driving. The focus of the program is to improve safety on the road.
I am very responsible, but some of my friends aren't, and I will kind of pick at them when they are, but it's hard because I feel like it's been normalized and we need to make it not normalized.
4 winners will be announced in April. The top prize winner gets $2,000. Officials provided an update regarding Mountain Parkway expansion yesterday. Floyd County Judge Executive Robbie Williams told WYMT officials with the Transportation Cabinet plan on starting construction on the Magoffin County side in the fall of this year. He also says KYTC officials plan to begin construction on the Floyd County section in the fall of next year. We have more about this at WYMT.com. Still to come, the Supreme Court is set to hear a case today over online sexual material and free speech.
And rain, snow, and a wintry mix is in the forecast. I'll have more on the timing coming up.